You're tuned into Black Hollywood Live, the world's first digital broadcast network devoted entirely to urban entertainment and pop culture. Tune in right now.
Hey, everybody. Here we are again. This is the Black Instagram Show. I am Tyler Simone, and I couldn't do this show without my lovely panel of co-hosts. We have Lauren Mayo, who's going to give us the rundown on everything business in Black Hollywood. We have the Tyler Tyson, who's going to give us the details on music in Black Hollywood. And then the one and only Jade Ming, who's going to give us some fashion stories of the week. How are you guys feeling?
We're here.
We're here. We are here. We are
ready
here.
To rock and roll.
Oh, yeah. Ready to rock. Well, if this is your first time here, thank you for joining us. This is a show where we talk about the latest in Black Hollywood. Let's just dive right into it. Lauren, what's up in business?
All right, guys. So, shocker, Rihanna's made our list once again. Oh, shocker.
Of course.
Yes, our resident bad gal here. She's actually launching a new venture and her sunglass collection for Fenty.
Ooh.
Seen it. So
okay.
It's actually pretty nice. She has 33 styles. The prices range from as low as $250 to as high as $720, and
okay, dollars right now.
Or like $7.
$7?
Let's get another stimulus check, please. Thank
you. Yeah, well, that's probably why she dropped it, right now, because people are about to get. I thought it was because of summer, but it could be the second stimulus check timing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's smart.
She's a genius. So I wanted to know if anybody would be buying, since we're all Rihanna fans. Are you that much of a fan? Are you gonna be dropping that $700 or?
Oh no! I will absolutely not. However, I will. Does she have like men? Are they like gender neutral? Like how is this whole?
They're gender neutral.
I'll check it out and I'll get back with you.
Yeah.
Sunglasses person. I don't know. I just never was that person. I would do Fenty, but probably not glasses. It's nice though. If my friend has it, I'll definitely put them on, take a picture, and then give back. But I mean, that's it.
Right. In the perfect world, I would definitely buy a pair. The day I spend $750 on one pair of glasses, you just know that I made it. Yeah. I made it.
Yes, come on, I made it. I made it over. I made it all the way over to the $700 glasses. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Now I got a gospel song stuck in my head. I'm a shades person though. I wear shades all the time. I love covering as much as possible so you can never know what I'm thinking, because this gives me away every single time.
It does.
I feel like you usually say what you're thinking though anyway, so
I absolutely do. You're right. But sometimes there are things I don't say that these say for me, and so
some shades.
The second one I have is another fave of ours, Issa Rae.
Yay.
So her movie came out, Lovebirds, on Netflix. It wasn't originally, slated to be released on Netflix, but quarantine, like everything else right now. But it was in the #1 spot as of yesterday for Netflix movies in the US. So it performed really well. And she's not only an actress, but she's the EP. So she got 2 back for the project that we know of. She probably got more up in that contract some way. So did anybody watch it?
I did.
Okay, what y'all think? I haven't watched it.
Wait, Tyler, how'd you feel about it?
I loved it. And the thing is, I was worried because the few movies that I had seen with Issa, I was like, damn, how is it that her TV shows are great, but these movies they're not hot. But this one is actually really good. Like I was in from the beginning all the way to the end. It's funny. It's witty, which I love wit. Like I don't like slapstick comedy, all that silly comedy. That's not really me. When you stimulate my mind and you do like mental stuff that's funny, that's how you get me. And it was that. It was great.
Jade, did you say that you saw it or you didn't see it?
I did.
You did. Did you like it?
You hated it.
I didn't hate it and I didn't love it, because now when it came to this movie, I definitely enjoyed it just because Issa, that's my girl. And I do agree with you, Tyler, as far as the witty jokes and all that. but I just felt like something was missing from it. Just something like, and I don't know, because I think I just expect Issa to I expect the movie to be a lot like I don't know. I just I watched it, I liked it, but I didn't love it. I felt like it could have it was missing something.
I can feel that.
I liked it. I'm with Tyler. I liked it. I felt like it was corny in some situations, but it was like just that right level of corny and funny. And I felt like the relationship was really different. They were in a interracial relationship, which is really cool to see on screen. And I feel like she did a good job.
Oh yeah.
It was the only little minor drawback, which isn't from me. This is just stuff that I have heard. One critique that I heard was somebody was saying like, she's the same character all the time. Like this is easily somebody from Insecure. And I get it, but I like Insecure also. And I like, what is the Adventures of a Awkward Black Girl or something like that. Like, I like all of that because I feel like even though I'm obviously not a Black girl, I'm awkward as hell. So I can relate on some level. And so I just really appreciate it. And then compared to, I didn't see the photograph. I haven't heard the best reviews from the photograph.
Really?
No. And then I saw Little, which I paid my hard-earned money and got in the car and drove to the theater and everything because I was trying to support all my girls in that one, which I did. But in the first 10 minutes, I was like, I'm ready to go. This ain't really hot. But I just figured Little wasn't meant for me in the first place. So I just been writing it off. This one, I was like, okay, this is right up my alley. I should like this. And I did. I liked it.
I like their dynamic. If anything, the couple was a good dynamic for sure. I think they both have the same comedy. It's just, again, something about it was.
Who's the guy?
I don't know.
Mel Nanjiani, I think.
That you go with that.
Something like that. Lauren, do you have one more story for us?
I do have another one. So at number 1 with 244,000 views on his video is Master P. Now I feel like Master P doesn't get his flowers. Master P is one thing you can say about him is that he's all about ownership. This man got a rosé line. He owned a record label. He sold all these albums for all these people independently. So his new venture he has is these sneakers. So they're I can't even pronounce because I'm not there yet with Master P, but they're Italian made, and he calls them Crocodile Dundies. And these are the aqua that he's featuring, and then he has the pearl whites on his feet. And it was a really nice video. Y'all should check it out. He's basically just talking about ownership, the importance of ownership. He actually shared that someone who had a partnership with Nike in the beginning, instead of taking 10%, they took $100,000. They would have had 8.6 million today if they stayed in. Yeah. And like even Jordan doesn't have ownership in Jordans.
Wow.
He's already rich, but he doesn't actually own Jordan. So I love it. Respect it. And
they look nice. They look dope.
They're handcrafted leather, made in Italy. They're nice quality. So
how much we talking?
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna
pop. She said
I looked up the Fenties because I might, look into those. But sneakers aren't my thing. But either way, I support him. And I'm sure that he has a variety of price points for everyone to serve his people.
All right. If you're looking for a brand ambassador, Master P, let me know. Send me a pair. I got you. I'll hook up a photo shoot in a minute.
We could do a quick ad,
We got this. We got 4 demographics right here. We got this.
Okay.
Master P, what's up, man? What's up? What you trying to do?
Tyler, what do you have for us in our Black Hollywood music news for the week?
Okay, so I have written nothing down, but let's jump into this music category real quick. First things first, there was yet another versus battle. Actually, there were 2 versus battles this weekend. Neither of which I paid attention to. I didn't watch either one, but the one that got kind of the most attention was Bounty Killer versus Beanie Man. Now, I don't know if y'all are into reggae and all reggaeton and all of that stuff, but they are huge in that arena. And I think we have a video, if I'm not mistaken, from their battle, and in this battle, Beanie Man, is it Beanie Man? One of them shouts out the fact that Rihanna is actually watching their live in the moment. So I think we have that video. So if we can play that, that would be amazing.
Okay. And you know, that's a big deal when Riri is in it.
Right?
Heck yeah.
She don't just be watching people's stuff.
These lives be bringing everybody in.
Yeah, it was definitely something to behold. I think are we back or wait, hold on. The video might still be playing. Okay, cool. So they had over 400,000 people tuned in to this battle that they didn't even publicize all that heavy. So that is huge. And then the following, that was on, I believe, Saturday, and then Sunday there was the battle between 112 and Jagged Edge, which I once again didn't watch, but there were some sound issues from what I understand. But the biggest takeaway from all of this is that Versus TV, which Swiss Beats is a part of, they finally hit 1 million followers on Instagram, and according to multiple blog sources, Swiss Beats and Timbaland have been offered millions of dollars to sell Versus TV and sell, their whole base and everything, which they have not done because they call them culture vultures. They don't want to sell their product to culture vultures, especially since they're doing so well. Like, this whole Versus thing has turned into, like, it is the most exciting thing that is going on during quarantine.
Yeah.
When it comes to music.
I really hope that they don't sell. Like,
me
I
too.
really hope, like,
yeah.
Once people sell, I feel like it's never gonna be the same. Only because they add their own spice to it, or they think, oh, this is what the audience is gonna like, but then it really isn't what the audience likes. Or
exactly.
And because they don't love it. Like, these, like, Swiss and Timbaland are attached, and they have a passion and a love for the culture. But if you sell it to people who don't care, it shows.
Yeah, this is your baby.
And I'm pretty sure whoever is looking to buy it are not Black people. So, I mean, for now it's Black owned, but if they sell it, it's no longer Black owned.
Yeah. I think that what Swiss Beats and Timbaland are kind of saying when they call them culture vultures, it's like, it doesn't really make sense to sell if we're trying to showcase like the Black experiences as it relates to music. Why would I sell it to a non-Black person or to a company where there probably aren't even Black people involved in the decision making? So it's really hard to, have something that's Black owned or something that's supposed to represent these people, and they're not there. So I'm like you. I'm like, do not sell this. Like, especially since you got the viewership, like, y'all are setting records.
Yeah.
Do not sell it.
Yeah.
So that's my. Oh, go ahead. Somebody's about to say something.
I'm sorry. I was just saying, and why can't you make your own money from that either as well?
Yeah. And then they are, like, the great thing with them is they have, like, the sponsorships. Like, they are doing it the right way. Like, they get the sponsorships on the back end, and then they just happen to have these large viewers. So them Swiss Beats and Timbaland, y'all are on to something. Y'all are making money. Y'all have money, so it's not about the money like that. And then the people who do the battles, they walk away with, audiences that they didn't have before. So it's a win across the board as is. So I would just leave it alone if I was them. And then my next on my list, we gotta give people their flowers while they're still alive. One of my favorite people in the world, Miss Patti LaBelle, celebrated her birthday. Doesn't even matter how old she is. I didn't even look it up to see how old she is, but she celebrated yet another birthday, thankfully. And Stevie Wonder, another legend. He sent her a video. So, he's the one that did that happy birthday song, the Black version that we all sing when it's somebody's birthday. That's Stevie Wonder who originally recorded that. And so he sang that to Patti LaBelle, and we have a video of Patti listening to Stevie. So check it out.
Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
And that's all you get because we got to pay for it if it's longer than that. So yeah, if you want to see the video, you can go check out Patti LaBelle's page at Miss Patti LaBelle. That video did get 166,000 likes. Also, I think I have just a real quick picture in addition to the birthdays of Patti LaBelle, Naomi Campbell's birthday, Lenny Kravitz's birthday. I mean, there were a lot of birthdays this week. Lauryn Hill just celebrated her 45th birthday today. The 27th is today. than today's Lauren Hill's birthday. But Rihanna is celebrating 15 years in the game. And she posted a little picture, it was all typed out, but she thanked everyone for their support. And she can't believe that 15 years has passed since she dropped her first single, Ponder Replay, and that whole album. So shout out to Tariq. Not only are you on the business side in this countdown, you are also, once again, here in the music side. So congratulations to Riri. And it's not really my number one, but in terms of this show, my number one this week, listen, finally the hotties and the Hive got together and they did the thing. And number one on Billboard charts this week is Meg Thee Stallion and Beyonce with Savage Remix. This is Meg's. Say it again.
Isn't this Meg's second time on the Hot 100?
This is it's not her second time, but this the Savage Remix was her first time cracking the top 10 and then cracking the top 5. And this is definitely her first time at number 1. And in addition to that, this is only, and I say only because, you know, Beyonce's been in the game for a minute, but what she does not have is a whole lot of number ones. This is only her 7th or 8th number one. I can't remember which one. Her last number one where it was just her was back in 2008 with Single Ladies. Her most recent number one, aside from the Savage Remix, is the song she did with Ed Sheeran, I believe, back in 2017.
Perfect.
What is it called?
Perfect.
That one. Boom. That was her last number one. But once again, that was a collab. So just like this one. But anyway, congratulations to both of the ladies. Y'all are sitting on top. I'm just so happy because I love the song. I feel like that's the song for the summer. And the song did get 629,000 likes and views on Meg Thee Stallion's page. So you guys have to tune in for my countdown to find out what number 2 and number 1 are this week. But that's a good little preview for you right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they deserve it. You know, like we were talking about last week, some people are just really, their careers are taking off during this time.
Yeah.
Meg is on the come up, and I'm here for all of it. I love to see people hustle and grind and just make it. So
actually, I would say she's already up. Not even on the come up. She's already up, low key.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
I agree too. Well, as far as beauty goes, so my top 3 stories are, the first, Dwayne Wade is experimenting with his hair. I don't know if you guys saw it, but his hair is like bright red. It went from natural, you know, brown, dark brown, black to pink to red now. And it looks like him and Zaya are really having fun with the colors because she also dyed her hair pink. They've been creating TikToks. And at first I was shocked to see Dwayne Wade really play around with the color. Because for one, he's a man, but he just haven't really shown a whole lot of his personality, I would say, until recently. And I think maybe Zaya is kind of bringing out more of his personality, which is really cool to see. How do you guys feel about his hair? Did you see it?
I wasn't surprised. I love it. But like some of his game day looks, his fashions, he's always kind of been like, not afraid. So I wasn't surprised. I loved it. I couldn't believe I saw so many people freaking out about it, like because somebody dyed their hair. Like
I just think it's because it's bright red, and I don't think we've really ever seen a Black male have bright red dye like that. And also he's a basketball player, so, you know, already people have questioned him and stuff. So it's like, I think that this kind of just like causes more of a talk.
Yeah, so D Wade is my favorite basketball player, one of my favorites. And like Lauren said, he's been taking these fashion risks for a very long time, and he's gotten a lot of flack for it. But the reason why I love this dude so much is that he gives 0 Fs. And he's like, I'm doing me. Y'all can't take anything from me. I'm secure in who I am. You can call me the gay, the F word. You can call me whatever. It doesn't matter. That doesn't mean that I am. And the fact that you're calling me that means absolutely nothing to me. And I saw somebody say like, oh, well, he needs to just come on out the closet also. And it's like, why can't a Black man just support his child and that be it? Like, why does this always have to turn into a sexuality thing? Like, y'all really need to get a life.
Yeah, that's that toxic masculinity where people feel like, you know, a man is supposed to be this way, and if he's not, then they start throwing out all the names, which I hate that happens. But I love him for who he is. He's great. Number 2 on my list this week is Serena Williams. Her and her little daughter, Alexis Olympia, were in the bathroom doing Serena's morning skincare routine. It was super cute. And Serena recently sat down with people and she shared some advice to parents out there. Because on her Instagram, we can see that Olympia she's in a lot of Serena's videos, so we can tell that she's around a lot of the time. But Serena is saying that for all the parents who are at home with their kids, include your kids. They're the voice of the future. Her advice is to always bring your kids in and let them, see what you're doing. And I felt like that was really great advice. We don't have kids, so we don't know, it must be rough.
My child is coming everywhere.
Yes.
My child is coming everywhere I go. I went everywhere with my parents. My child is coming every single place I go. If I'm still at AfterBuzz, my child will be right there. I'm just letting y'all know my child is coming everywhere I go.
We don't mind. Oh, little baby Tyler Tyson.
I know. I need to get on it. This quarantine, I told y'all.
Wait on it.
Being like you.
Dad.
Right.
So cute. And my number 1 story for the week is Ayesha Curry has debuted her post-baby body, and not everyone is excited or happy about it. And this comes after, she was on the Red Table Talk and she was talking about self-doubt that she has. And people are feeling like, in the past, she's talked about wanting to cover up, only reveal it to the person that matters. But here she is in a bathing suit. I personally love it. It is, embrace your body. She says that her whole 20s, she was having babies and nursing. So it's like, why not celebrate?
Yeah.
How do you feel, Jade?
What you got, Jade? Jade, it's on the tip of her tongue. All of us are watching. What you got to say? Because I was about to say something, but I saw you. I was like, oh, I want to hear this.
I understand. I get it. She looks great. Don't get me wrong. Props to her. But you cannot, and again, people do change, but you cannot, not necessarily she's shamed, but you cannot talk down on women, showing off their body, doing the profession that they do and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden you go back on your word and you do the same. So I think more so people are upset about that because it's like, oh, what happened about covering up and all that? What about being like a housewife and all that? You want to talk about this. And so now you're showing off your body. So it just almost seems like even that, and then with the transition of her saying that she's never really flirted with men and people don't flirt with her back and all that stuff, it just looks bad on her part in a way because it's like, okay, what do you want, Ayesha? Like, you want to be seen or you don't? You know what I mean? Like, this is her embracing her body for sure, but, set in a neutral tone. You can't just come from I'm a mom that's going to show off her body and be proud, Like, I don't know. That's how I feel. I just feel like she just should have kept in a neutral setting without having, and she wouldn't have that much of a problem or issues.
I feel like she gets so much flack and I don't really understand why. Because I do feel like all of us, like we fluctuate. Like 1 minute, we do not like our bodies, men included. There's so many things we want to change. Oh, I need bigger arms. I need bigger this. I need bigger that. But then tomorrow, I'm shirtless because I realize this is what I got. It's just, like at the moment, I'm going to appreciate it. Here it is. But can I be disappointed in it? Sure. Can I express that I'm disappointed and want to change some things? Sure. And then also it's different if I were to talk about thirst trapping and all of that, but yet I take a shirtless pic, that's not really, to me, that's not really a thirst trap. A thirst trap is if I got the sexy music and I'm doing the body roll and, all of that stuff. And I feel like maybe, I'm not putting words in her mouth and I don't know what she was talking about, but maybe she's talking about like those ladies where they're twerking. So like, they're in a bikini, but all I'm really seeing is your behind go up and down, like, which I appreciate, by the way. But I'm just watching the behind go. Whereas if you just come out in a bathing suit, that's completely different than somebody twerking. And I'm not saying that that's what she was saying, but in my mind, I hope that that's kind of the direction that she was like going in. But it's so, you only have like a minute to say something online, and the moment you say it, it's out there. And so I'm like kind of with Jade, like, it's better to just not say anything. Like, just hush, do whatever you want to do and go about your business.
Or if you say it, just be prepared for people to look at you like a hypocrite.
That part. That part.
Thank you.
Or there's that.
Yeah. And what I don't understand is why not release a tweet about your change in self-confidence and explain, okay, I know I said this, but now, you know, I'm feeling better about myself. It's like, set it up so that you don't get backlash.
And it's not like it's not necessarily like, oh, I don't need to explain anything of what I'm coming from and whatnot. No, you don't. But you have to realize that you do have a platform. You do have to realize that you did in a way ridicule women. Some women are more comfortable to show off their bodies more than you are. So you have to at least look, it's just some type of message to make it realize like, okay, look, women, it's okay to feel sexy every now and then. You know, sometimes we want to, sometimes we don't, because now it makes other women who are like that are fans of her that we're like, okay, yeah, I agree with you, Aisha. And now that she's turning like doing this, it's like, okay, so what can we do now? I mean, she has to set an example because she has a platform.
Yeah,
definitely. They need to hire us as the PR team.
Yeah,
we know what to do.
We can help everybody. Aisha, we can help you. Versus TV, we can help you. Who else are we out here helping? There was somebody else.
Masterpiece shoes.
Masterpiece. That's it. We helping everybody out here.
Jade, what do you have for us with fashion?
All right, with fashion, let me go ahead and keep it quick for y'all. So the first fashion we have is Halle Berry. She posts a throwback picture of her in the pool. And, lately her post has been her in the pool. So I don't know if she just loves the pool or something, but she does. But she's showing off this hat, this nice throwback. It's like Russian Baginski hat. And so it's just like a little, I guess, photo shoot, or maybe she was at home. I haven't really seen much of Halle Berry, of what she's been doing, if she's acting or if she's doing any movies or anything. But I do know that she definitely has been showing off that she's been enjoying quarantine for sure and just relaxing, which I like about celebrities, especially people that don't really post much, because these celebs, especially our generation before us, they're just enjoying life. They're not really in the mix like some people are. Our next one, we have Naomi Campbell. She posted for Africa Day, and pretty much it's her in African attire. And, she's very vocal when it comes to holidays, birthdays and whatnot. I feel like Naomi Campbell has always just been that person that was in the known of around the country, since she is a supermodel. And so, that's Naomi Campbell. And then the third one, we have Miss Sierra Wilson, okay? Because look, she is showing her little baby bump wearing the biker shorts and then the little crop. I love it so much. She's wearing, and then also her hair, she has that light blonde. And honestly, she is having that mom glow, okay? That baby mom glow, because this is her third child now? I believe, this is her third child.
It's the third, yeah.
Yep. And then she even posts on TikTok of her dancing with Russell Wilson, doing one of a Tootsie, a while back, a Tootsie Slide challenge. And she was getting in like she wasn't pregnant. I was like, okay. Because it makes me nervous when pregnant women dance and jump and stuff. Because I'm like, is that not shaking the baby? But that's been going on. And also, she did this by self-timer. She didn't even have anyone do it for her. She did this all by self-timer. So if people think that they can't have professional pictures done, that's a lie. Get yourself timers. Get that 10 seconds in, okay?
Right.
Pose and hold it.
Hold it.
Hold it. You hold that pose until that light goes off. That part.
Exactly. But
we've all been there.
Yes, but that is all for my fashion.
Thank you. Yeah, Sierra looks amazing. That was a lot of good news. Thank you, guys. And thank you out there for watching and tuning in again this week. We appreciate you as always. Make sure you follow all of us on Instagram. In the meantime, before next week, you can follow me on Instagram at Miss Tyler Simone. Lauren, where can they follow you?
Guys, you can follow me on YouTube at Lauren Mayo and on Instagram at Lauren Out Loud.
All right, and you can follow me on Instagram at Miming Official, MAIMING Official.
And you can follow me on all social media at the Tyler Tyson.
Yes. Make sure you share the show with a friend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Peace.
On behalf of our BHL staff, we would like to thank you for tuning in to Black Hollywood Live, the world's first digital broadcast network devoted entirely to urban entertainment and pop culture. Check out our Black Hollywood Live YouTube page for even more great programming and amazing content. And be sure to subscribe and like our channel when you do. I'm your BHL host, Nakia Monet, and you can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom or at Black Hollywood Live. Black Hollywood Live. Hollywood redefined.